The glow from my laptop lit up her face in the dark Chicago apartment. But it wasn't the lecture on screen that made my stomach drop. It was the message notification that flashed across the corner. Good work tonight. Same time tomorrow, Ava. The sender name froze me. Professor Daniel Hargrove. My wife quickly snapped the laptop shut when she realized I was standing in the doorway. Too late. I'd already seen the way her expression changed. Not surprised, caught. And that's when it hit me. Why was her online professor messaging her like that at midnight? If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. It started as something small. Ava had enrolled in evening online classes 3 months earlier. Said she wanted to level up, maybe switch careers. I supported it. Paid half the tuition. Cooked dinner while she attended lectures every night at 7 p.m. sharp. But something wasn't right. She started locking the study door. Said it helped her focus. Her classes began running late. Sometimes until 10, then 11. And her mood? Different. Detached. Cold. Like she was somewhere else entirely. Group work, she'd say if I asked. I believed her. Until that night. The next morning, I acted normal. Coffee. Breakfast. A quick kiss before she left. But inside, something was tearing open. That message replayed in my head. Same time tomorrow. Not class. Not assignment. Same time. Like an appointment. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I waited. That evening, I sat in my car outside our apartment building on Wabash Avenue, watching the clock hit 7 p.m. She'd told me she had class. But at 7:12, she walked out, dressed differently. Not like a student. Like she was going somewhere important. My grip tightened on the steering wheel. And I followed. She didn't go to campus. Didn't go to any library. She drove downtown, straight into a parking garage near a boutique hotel on Michigan Avenue. That's when my chest went hollow. I parked 2 levels below. Waited. 5 minutes. 10. Then I saw him. Professor Daniel Hargrove. Mid-40s. Confident. Expensive coat. He walked straight to her. No hesitation. No distance. He kissed her like it wasn't the first time. I didn't move. Couldn't. My hands just sat there on the wheel. This wasn't suspicion anymore. This was real. I drove home before they came back. Sat in the dark living room. Waiting. When Ava walked in at 11:38 p.m., she smiled like nothing happened. Long class, she said, kicking off her shoes. I nodded. Yeah. Sounds intense. She didn't even flinch. The manipulation started the next day. I asked casually, "What's your professor like?" She shrugged. Strict. Kind of boring. Boring. That word stuck. Because I'd seen the way he looked at her. That wasn't boring. That was possession. I checked her laptop that night while she showered. Locked. Password changed. That's when I knew. This wasn't just an affair. It was calculated. The collapse didn't come all at once. It came in waves. Every lie she told. Every class she attended. Every time she looked me in the eye like I was nothing. I stopped sleeping. Stopped eating. But I didn't explode. No. I went quiet. And that's when I changed. First, I called a lawyer. A sharp woman downtown. No nonsense. I told her everything. She said one thing that stuck. Document it. Then decide how far you want to go. So I did. I installed a small recorder in the study. The next night, at 7 p.m., she logged into her class. But there was no lecture. No students. Just him. His voice through the speakers. Miss me already? Her laugh answered. Soft. Familiar. Intimate. I sat outside the door, listening to my marriage dissolve in real time. That was enough. But I didn't stop. I found his university profile. Respected. Published. Tenured. A man with everything to lose. And suddenly, so did she. The plan came together quietly. I copied the recordings. Screenshotted the messages I eventually accessed through her synced phone. Hotel receipts tied to his name. Dates. Times. Patterns. Everything. Clean. Precise. Unarguable. The trap was simple. Elegant. I told Ava I wanted to celebrate her progress. Booked a dinner at a rooftop restaurant overlooking the city. She showed up dressed perfectly. Smiling. Playing the role. Halfway through dinner, I slid an envelope across the table. Open it. She laughed. What is this? Just open it. Her smile faded as she pulled out the photos. The transcripts. The audio transcript summaries. Her hands started to shake. Where did you? Your class seems very interactive. Silence. Then, it's not what you think. Of course. Denial. Right on cue. I leaned in slightly. Your professor's dean might disagree. That's when her face broke. 2 days later, I sent everything. To the university. To the ethics board. To his wife. The fallout was quiet, but absolute. He was suspended pending investigation. Then terminated. Academic misconduct. Boundary violations. Career gone. Ava, she tried to fix things. Cried. Begged. Swore it was just emotional at first. But I'd heard the recordings. There was nothing emotional about it. The divorce was fast. Efficient. My lawyer made sure of that. She lost more than she expected. Because betrayal has a cost. I moved out of that apartment on Wabash. New place. New silence. Sometimes I still think about that first message. Same time tomorrow. Funny. How something so small can destroy everything. Now, every evening at 7 p.m., my phone stays silent. No lies. No secrets. Just quiet. And honestly, I've never slept better. The end.